Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, how now? Uh-huh.
Very fine.
There's even a baby that has joined. Interesting. Yes, I was there. I was there. I saw you put an order, so I said, let me be doing something else. How many are
Ah,
we?
uh, yeah, see, I joined, but I didn't want to talk yet because
Yeah, because I was
I didn't
actually
want
off.
to.
I
Good
was.
evening, Prof.
Good evening. Mm. Okay, let me just finish what I'm writing. Start because it's like the university is not. It's like I'm not on their license this thing, so I have 45 minutes. I planned for 1 hour, but
Oh,
yes, I planned for 1 hour, but I saw that it's like the university. I saw I'm not on the subscription again. Whether it's for everybody or it's a new style for the university, I don't know. But I just saw this one as I was setting it up. Because normally I'll set it up and record it. So I just saw it that was not the case. So that means either the university is not I don't know what happened. Anyway, I can't explain it. Because I'm not on ground to do facilitation. So I wouldn't know whether it's a new university policy or it's just me. Because I'm not on ground to do facilitation. Okay. That's why my license was disabled. I don't know. So we really have a short time. Yeah, so the thing is already counted down for me now, telling me I have 40 minutes now. The meeting is 40 minutes. Yeah, so you're all welcome. So please let's start. So the major issue that made me to decide to say let me do this meeting is because I just noticed how we can see my face because I can't see people's Zoom. Only see somebody that is inside Nigerian NEPA. Eric is in Nigeria, so her is having Nigeria. Okay. Dorothy, uh, are you still over there? Be your back.
no,
Eh,
ma'am, I'm
BJ?
still here, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
If
Because I'm seeing
you
that
know,
background that looks like our own background here. That's what I was
I get
wondering.
you repeated.
Yeah, that kind of window I'm seeing. Okay, okay, it's okay. Yeah, okay. So the problem that I be having actually is the kind of headache, and that was I just be looking like, how do I solve this problem? Because I've been having this
Mm.
issue with many of you, what you submit to me, and I'll be correcting the same people over and over and again. And unfortunately, now you see many of them are not here. So I don't know why I will fix the time and everybody knows the time. And then people will choose to come when they like. I mean that's very disrespectful. But it's okay. So we are here. Me, I will start what I want to start. Now, the like I said, the major essence is because of what we have been doing. So I just think that I want to be having meeting with us so that if there's challenge or whatever. This Suchen, please can you introduce yourself? I don't know who it is. I think I know the other names, but I don't know this Suchen.
Mm.
Good evening, Prof.
Yeah, good evening. What's the name?
Mm. It's Uche and Anastasia Igwe, the one doing dissertation on exhibition, art
Are
exhibition.
you not the Uche Igwe? So you are having two devices?
But I've just logged out. I'm logging out on one now. I was using my phone before. I
Okay,
want to
no
log out.
problem. No problem. No problem. Once it's not somebody, because that was what I said, I think it should be authenticated. Okay, so like I
Yes,
was
ma'am.
saying, so that was just my major issue. Why I decided to say, let me start meeting with you people. Maybe we'll solve the problem. Maybe we'll be able to solve the problem by getting people to start doing because please let me check what I don't know why it's now.
Mm.
Sorry for my tiny room in Unibend. I'm just squeezing myself everywhere and everything. Okay, so yes, I first of all had the. Let me see. Maybe I will start from there. I don't know. Maybe I'll start from there because I actually have the one. I wanted to take the what was it called one by one. The nature of this thing. I want to download the one the HOD sent. That's I just have to look for the email. It's like I saw that I didn't really what was it called? I didn't really download it before. So but let me just take it. Maybe I will just start from my observations from your submission so far. So I noticed that I don't know if this thing be counting for me. It just told me 40 minutes. Okay, maybe I'll just be looking at the time. That will let me know. Now the first thing I noticed when you make submissions to me, um, when I make submissions, some of you just decide not to put your page number on your work. And it makes it difficult for me to refer. Though I try to do track changes by minuting on the particular place that the person had made a um whatever it is, whether it is soft copy or whatever, then just look a kind of global view at the end. But please, if you are making submission, it makes it easy for me to say, oh, go to page this. So try and put page on your page number on your work. Then the other thing that is the problem, I think the person I've seen that actually make the effort to do proper proofreading have been, and I'm not being this thing now. I think to a large extent, the work that Bridget gave me, she tried. Though I'm still working on it because there's something that I also think that are not also excusable. But like I always say, any work you are giving me, it help me to concentrate on the core. By the time you have proofread your work, you're supposed to be students of English. So that means if you proofread your work and then you now give me work have been well done. Yes, I think the one that Mr. Babola to give me, where is my PhD student. I think that one too. But the other person, she worked, and I don't know why she's not here now. I work that work she gave me was I was really disappointed because that's also a PhD person. So and that was very disappointing to me. So please, if I'm having, you see, I have to just say I'm not supervising undergraduates again because of this headache of I'm having with them. You don't even know what they are saying. You will explain and explain and explain. I know that when I supervise undergraduates, I think it's only two or so students that I've seen that I've not had much issue with. All the other ones, they are giving me a lot of headache. And at a stage, I had to tell them, especially it got worse when I got to, and even in Lagos, I was able to, when I was still in Lagos, I was able to get a few that knew what they were doing. The very first girl that I graduated, in the first year she was good. I think she's in Canada now. Then the person they came together. That one, when me and her finished 3 months, that one year. It's after 1 year he now came by, say he's ready to listen. Because I told him go and change supervisor. There's no point me supervising if you already have your mind fixated on what you want to do. And I think after 1 year now came by, say he was ready to listen. And really within 3 months, when he was ready to listen, we finished the work. So then there's a girl supervisor when I was director in Benin. She didn't want to within 3 months we finished because she was doing what you would. But when I go to Abuja, the headache I've been having. I have to tell them I think I have only one person now. That's my and I want you to tell her go and do something. She will still come back and bring those things for it. He said it's not funny for me. It was going I'm the kind of person that I don't know how to shirk my work. So I want to do my work very thoroughly. So because of that, you are just punishing me by making my life difficult. So please help me by proofreading your work. I will really appreciate that. Then okay, I'm going to talk about the problem statement in when I'm sharing my screen. The, then the other thing is that you're writing a report. I come to see many of you saying you will. No, when you're doing proposal, it's okay. It's the future tense. But when you start writing your chapter 1, You know what you have done? You have started your report. So because you are writing a research report, you should present it either you present it in the simple present tense, which makes something that is habitual, or you just go full past tense. But when you have chosen the tense you want to use, I think we actually encourage present tense. But when you are choosing the tense you want to use, please stick to it. Stick to it. Definitely when you are doing your methodology, we will not expect you to use only simple, because we expect you to say that when you went to the field, you did this, or when you're analyzing, you did this. Then, yes, we will expect you to use past tense because this is what you did in the past. But when it's just simple present, the person asserts and all of that, it's simple. But if you decide to use past, then please use it consistently all through. It's the inconsistent that's the problem. So when you're inconsistent, it was a problem. So there is part that, yes, we knew that, oh, I visited this person, then I collected data from them. Definitely that one is in the past. So these are things I think also the thing. So there is a report. So please leave future tense alone. After your proposal has been approved, you're not doing anything with it again. It's just to have an idea of that you know what you're doing. That's why I always say people go and write a proposal. When we are able to agree that you know what you're doing, yeah, it's all well and good. We move on. Then another important thing is that you people also have this tendency of you will have one structure, then you decide to use one structure, then you'll be confused about structure. I had to go back and yes, they should send it to me. We had meeting before. We had a lot of argument and all that, but eventually they sent something was sent out. I think someone that sent something to me recently. Was it putting preamble? Please, I know the person that brought the idea of preamble into the department, but that does not work. Please, your introduction, but I'm going to take you through only the chapter 1 today, because I didn't remember. I even noted something down the way I was reading somebody's work recently, and this, because there are many of you I had to actually, I think in last week I was able to, when I submitted the 2 papers, I was submitted on the second and all of that. Though funny enough, the night even extended the thing again by 2 weeks after I almost killed myself to write that paper. So I made sure it was 30 minutes after, because I didn't really look at the format. I finished the paper and all of that for me to submit, and that's all. There's a format I was supposed to use and all of that. I was supposed to reduce it to maybe 4,000, 3,000 to 4,000 words, and what I wrote was about 6,005. So I had to start going to how to now edit that thing again. And I need to submit it. I think one is Botswana, so they are 1 hour ahead of us. So it was now, which I actually was going to count on anyway. So it was now, I now submitted around 1:34. I was always working that late all those times just to meet up. And eventually I saw it was their own 12:34. So I followed it, now sent email to say that because of the popular demand that I sent by 2 weeks, I was so angry. But then it's okay. That means I was still able to meet up with their own distance, so which was okay for me. So, but with that, I just all the things that be pending, I was able to clear them. I think it's only one full one that was submitted to me that I'm working on now. When I finish that one, I think it's the people that submitted this week or last week that will be the one that are on my neck. So I think I'll be able to clear most of the things and all of that. So with that, just have patience with me. It's not funny for me too. There's another paper I need to redo correction, and I have a conference in July. I need to write the paper. I have another project. I need to write a chapter. So those ones are my neighbor. I just said, let me just, I can't be holding people. So let me just try and clear the table. So, but basically, these are the things. So what I just want to do again is that let's walk through the departmental structure, because really, if you do everything, you don't follow departmental structure, it will still be sent back to you. And it also makes me as a supervisor to look bad. So this is from what I saw, this is the last thing the HOD sent to me, and I've tried to look at it. So these basically, when you are looking at it, I don't know, it may not be, what was it called now? What would you call, you have 2 options. You have the language option, which is what concerns me, because you are writing under me as language students. So these are the things that are expected. You are expected to. So these are the things that are expected in your what was it called now? In your preliminary pages. So you have preliminary pages, you have your title page, your declaration page, your certification, which will be signed. And then please, another thing I want to say, I don't know, I was actually, like I said, all this now, because I'm also doing a course that I'm supposed to submit some certificate tomorrow. Now, I don't know if I could meet up, but then I will try what I could, because we are supposed to submit by Friday, but I could not meet up because I had to leave all those things, because all these other things I was doing. This one, so if anyone there, I think I can expand that way. But I will actually focus on the chapter 1. But essentially, these are the things that you're expected to do. I am going to do that on my own. But if you also have suggestions, you are free. You are master students. I'm not sure I've seen any undergraduate yet. But the abstract, you see, it was expanded. It said the abstract is to maximum of 500 words. That even if you are doing PhD, it's expected to be 500 words. And please, abstract is to be written as the last thing. When you are completing your study, that's when you can write your abstract, because that's when you will know your findings, you know the conclusion, you will know which all the things you are going to put. All your 5 chapters are going to be compressed into this 500 words maximum. And it's not difficult to do. It is not. You don't test stories. Just go straight to what motivated the study, what your population, your analytical procedure, your data collection. Then you talk about what are the findings, and then what is your conclusion, and what are possible recommendations. So these are things that you are expected to do. So then you should also be written in the past tense. Another should not include keywords, because the keywords that you is in a conference paper or journal article that I think you are expected to write keywords. So you don't expect keywords. I know I was at the PG meeting where we have to look at some of this critically, and when I was sitting, and then we arrived at many of them. So I'm glad the HOD was able to put them inside, but I don't know why she didn't expand. But what I've just tried to do, the way I'm going to have confusion over, is this issue. When I say people should write introduction, they will not go and be right for me the background to the study. Now, what is the introduction? For the chapter, now that your chapter 1 is the introduction to the study itself. So it contains a miniature up to your chapter 3 of what the study is going to be about. That is different from the intro. That is the general introduction to the study. But now your every chapter is supposed to have your introduction, which tells us what we should expect in that chapter. And of course, if you are writing an essay, you know this is what is done. So in the chapter, you expect to give us a summary, a kind of an idea. Likely, yes, yeah, I put a summary here, but I decided to change it to something else, to an outline of what the chapter is about. What are we expecting? So we are expecting the background to study, straight on the problem, all those things that you are going to touch on. Just give us a summary so that we are expecting them. These are the things that you did in this chapter. So when we are going through the chapter, so this is what gives us an idea of what the study is about. So that is why I said to say, okay, let me see, I'm trying to say I'll break it down. So you see, introduction, you give a brief outline of what the chapter is about. Then the background to the study, provide the motivation for the study. What the background to the study, because most of you go and carry your background to the study and turn it to the statement of the problem. No. Background to the study is to tell us what are the observations you made that informed your wanting to go into this study. And you can find that from your observation and also what other researchers have said about that particular issue. So that will give us what piqued your interest in that study. So that's what the background to the study is about. And like I said before, I don't know whether it's there or whether it's not background for the study of the study. The study does not have background. So, but you have a background to the study. What motivated the study? So if you think of it like that, it becomes easy for you to know what you are doing and what you're going to write. So this is very, very important. I will keep that in mind. So now, what is the statement of research problem? The research problem, because it will actually graduate from your background to the study, it will lead you to why do you want to conduct this study. And it's about the gap. It's about the gap that you have in research. It's about research gap. And I know people that have been in my research class, they will tell you this. I'm going to emphasize this. Most time people will just say there's one problem in the market, in the Selu market, so we want to solve the problem. No. Yes, it's called statement. Okay, yeah, there's even something wrong there. It's actually a statement of the problem. I don't even know where I got this from. I think these are just the confusion even the HOD herself is causing. So a statement of the problem. So when you are stating the problem, it should be about the what is that gap. Now that is why when you are giving background to the study, you would have given us an idea of what people have done that concerns that particular topic. Anyway, let me not say topic, the issue, the subject matter. And then from there, you now say, okay, what now remains that they have not done? Yes, they may have 10 things they have not done, but you now have this approach you want to have, this particular thing you want to look at. And that becomes, what is it called now? So it becomes the research gap that you are going to be finding. So that this one, we should keep it in mind that is what it is about. So it is not that you find one problem in the market and you want to solve it. No. Even though it's called a problem, but it's telling you a gap that exists. And that is the problem you want to fill. Aim and objectives. Anyway, the issue of aim, and I'm going to say, I don't know again. I hope it is not that I got the wrong document, but that's the one I thought I saw last from when I searched my email, because I was wondering that I have downloaded it. But if it is that I got the wrong one, I will look again. If I will check again after now, but because it should be objectives, research objectives. So, but I don't know why I'm seeing aim and objectives. But I will get it and see if I got the wrong document, and I will let us know. So the objectives, the research objectives should provide. Now this provide the overall purpose of the study and the specific objectives also. So when there's aim and objective, then that means that there's a overall purpose where you are again. So that becomes the aim. Whereas the objectives are specific. They are specific. Like I said, unfortunately, because I don't have the research, the Zoom time, so I may not be able to be giving you samples. But then you can imagine that kind of specific, what do you call now? You have examine, determine, investigate, interrogate. So those kind of verbs that are measurable. You don't say to understand, no. Because you can't measure it. How do you measure if somebody understands something or not? But you can measure if somebody is able to, if you are investigating something, or you are determining something, or you are examining. You can actually ask, and that's why your research questions come in. Let me bring that in. It's the flip side of your objective. Because from the research question, you cannot be able to see when you are doing your course of research, whether you actually have found those things, whether you're able to actually do those things that the verbs of your objective say you will do. And these are extracted from your research problem, for the statement of the problem. That's why you're able to determine this. So this is very, very important that you do. Then another thing I was wondering, if I don't know why the scope came after significance. I don't know. I just hope I didn't get it, because I was working on it when I realized that I hope it's not the wrong document I downloaded, because I just downloaded it just now. But I will see. But I thought I did before, but I don't know. I don't know what happened. I could not find where I left it. I check and check. I could not find it. So maybe I'll check my other account for my Microsoft Office. So, but once you understand the essential thing that are inside, so we have taken research question with the objectives, but look at the significance of the study. Now it is about the beneficiary, people that will benefit. They could be scholars, it could be the society, it could be a particular group of people, but it is about the people that will benefit from the result, the product of your research. So you should tell us, is it going to be better? Are children going to speak better? Is the academia going to get more knowledge about what is done? Is the political system going to become better because of what you have done? Who is going to be the beneficiary of your research? So you need to think it through, and this is the significance of the study. Because if your study is not significant, why are you even engaging? Why are you embarking on it? Of course, we discussed this one at length, I think, during our classes. The scope of the study. So the extent of the coverage in terms of the data collection, data analysis, or whatever, or even the theoretical framework you're going to use. So you give all the scope of the study, and it's usually a summary of what your chapter 3 would have been. So that's essentially what your scope of the study should be about. So the here some people call it delimitation. So and it's different from limitation. So some people call it delimitation. So it's another name of so that you are delimiting the study to a particular, maybe a particular group population or particular type of data or source of data. So that is what it's about. So it's different from limitation. Limitation tells you about the obstacles, obstructions, or hindrances you have in the course of I mean, don't tell us it is the money, because if you are not ready to do a master's, why are you here? So some people go and be writing those things because they just thought that what this person wants to hear. I don't want to hear such things. So if you are not ready to do a master's, I know how much I spent a child just going back to school today now. I know how much it's costing. Even last year, I got one money from the university, 1 million naira, and the money, that's what it went into. So what do I do now? So don't tell if you're not ready for the master, there's no point you are doing. So another name for scope of the study is the limitation of the study. Then somebody come now asking me about definition of terms, that it is not in now it's not everybody that has definition of terms, but what is definition of terms? It's about the way, specific way that you use those terms in the study. So if you don't have, it's not compulsory. Like I said, I will still find out, because when she sent this in to me, I don't know where, sincerely, I don't know where I kept this in, because she sent it to me for me to review for her. So I don't know where I put the document. Even if I cannot find the final one she sent, but the one I worked on, I should find it. But maybe I can't remember the folder I kept it in. So I look at the departmental folder, but I cannot seem to find it. So I'll say look at it if this one is missing. So if it is missing in what you have, but you have terms you want to define and tell us how you use them, then you should tell us about those terms. So don't say because we already, okay, I see what problem I'm going to have because I started it 5 minutes before the time. So that one would have run. I forgot that I'm not. I thought it's the time I have the licensed one. Then the summary should be about what you did, the way your introduction 1.0 told us what you were expecting in the chapter. So this one you tell us now what you did in the chapter, and also tell us what, the way the introduction here, we not have a previous thing to refer to. This one now we have. Of course, the last chapter, the summary we not have what is referring to, but this one we have because it will tell us you should expect something in the next chapter. So you should tell us now in the next chapter, we are going to be talking about the review of literature. So you should project into it. And that is what you see to connect. Just the way you have linking conjunctions, you should also have this chapter linking to the other, because it is a continuum. And we tend to just have this problem of thinking the chapter they are not standing alone. That was why I decided now. I think I was coming with a colleague and I said, let me try that approach if it works on me. Though I'm saying it is becoming a work. Maybe if I see you are getting your chapter 1 right and you got a global idea of what you want to do, then I can tell you go and write everything. So maybe if you are writing everything, you'll be able to connect them. Or like when you are submitting one, then you don't have the idea that maybe they are standing alone. They are not standing alone. They're supposed to be a continuum until you conclude the work. So you say I have 10 minutes more.
Almost done.
Yes, you say I have 10 minutes more. So, but I will stop at this. I've actually worked on the other chapter, but I'm going to just stop at this so that we can, if you have questions. So maybe you want to raise your questions now, but essentially that is just what I want. Like I said, the one I'm not sure for now, we will talk about it maybe another time. So that is just it. But essentially, these are the things that made me to say we want us to work on this. So we don't have the license, so we have less than 10 minutes now. Please, do we have questions or observations or comments? So within the next 10 minutes, 9 minutes now, let's talk about it before the thing will throw us out. I know you can always come back with the same link and all of that, but I'm not going to do that. But I have other things to do.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay.
Thank you so much. This is very, very enlightening. I'm guilty of that introduction. I'll have to go and redo my own and resubmit the one I submitted to you. Okay. Because what I did for introduction is something else. So
yeah, I know most of you tend to do background to the study as an introduction. No, I'm
Please.
just tired of correcting one by one. So I prefer to bring us together and talk so that everybody will be doing the same thing and it should not give me less headache. Mm?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so
Good evening,
who
ma.
has comments? Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, ma. I just want to say thank you. Yes, ma. Thank you so much for this session. It has actually opened my eyes to a lot of things. Although I've submitted my chapter 1 and it has gone through, but my eyes have been opened to some of the things I did not know
Mm. Yes, next time we will
before
discuss
this
the
time. Thank
chapter
you very
2.
much.
Yeah, the next time we'll discuss the chapter 2. So bad. But this one, if we get this one right, I think most of the other problem will be solved. So any other question?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah.
This is Eric. Hello. Mine is not a question, it's also to commend you for this initiative to bring us together, to enlighten us on how we will put our research work together. So
Okay.
I'm very grateful. Like, I'm guilty of the chapter 1. I've not included my introduction. I just wrote the introduction, but I did not write anything. I just went to background to the study. So I think I've submitted, 2 days ago.
No, you
But
can
I have
withdraw it.
to
I've
go
not
back.
downloaded it. So you can withdraw it and rewrite it. I just said, let me see if
Oh,
after
okay.
this class, if you think you did right, then you will correct it. But I've not, but you can withdraw it
So I have
and
to withdraw it and include
yes.
the introduction.
Yeah, I've not
Yes.
downloaded it. I'm working on Bridget's work now. When I finish that one before we take any other new thing, because I think it's up to about 3 or so weeks now that she submitted. So that's what I'm working
Thank
on
you,
now.
ma'am.
Yeah. So, but if you see anything that you submitted, Fatima, I saw Fatima came and Turayo, that your work have been giving me a lot of headache. I see you, so you are just coming. I mean, it's not funny. If I took my time to want to do that, I wouldn't know why people will be taking your time to come when you like. And like I told them at the beginning, I find it very, very disrespectful for people to do this. If I'm taking my time to come and say, let me do this, and then people would come when you like. I'm not finding it funny at all. I'm not finding it
Sorry,
I'm not finding it funny at all. Okay. So if do we still have 5 minutes more?
I'd like to say thank you so much, ma'am, for organizing this session for us. Thank you so much, ma'am. And even though I've submitted my work, I also had a reflection on the things that we are expected to do. Because I think I would say many times I thought I assumed and all of that. And one thing I know I did a lot, which was a mistake in my work, was the consistent use of will. So I know I tried to also make changes to it. And ma'am, I want to also commend you because for most people, many people who have always asked me, well, how is your program going on at now? We didn't know one could do projects online and then have someone check it. And I was like, this is 21st century, and since I've had the privilege to be supervised, be placed under you, I've not kept quiet about saying no. Now, you can be anywhere and then have your work supervised as long as you are serious with what you're doing. It will be done, and that's it. So I want to say thank you so much, ma'am, for this. Thank you. And I know another thing you corrected on my work, use of Americanism. Since I got here, it's been a battle for me because here we use American language. So even in writing, I'm trying to adjust back to American at the same time.
No. When you are submitting to NOUN, please use British. You can do your American with every other thing, but try and just be consciously do British. Because I will mark it anyone I see, I will take it up. So when you finish your program, you can be doing your American thing. I know the Asian people, they are close to the US, so they are even the way they speak and everything. So it's okay. We have 4 minutes more. Let me take Fatima. She's our PhD student.
Okay,
Yeah.
good evening, ma.
Yeah,
Good evening, everyone. Please, I'm sorry for coming late because I've been having problem with connecting to Zoom because before I tried my personal email address, but I couldn't get in. So I had to use the school email. That's why I'm late. And I was hoping to catch the beginning because I know it must be very informative, but I couldn't. So I was hoping.
It's okay. I've actually recorded it because I just know that this is the first one. But please, next time, whether I record or not, if anybody is not here, I may just block the person from entering again. Maybe I will start doing the way that Professor Okebukala used to do. So it's very stern about those things, and I think we should just learn those things and prepare. Our exam, everybody, you go and be looking for where there's network that is strong, so that because the thing is time, 30 minutes. If you don't do the exam, you are thrown out. So, and that is just it. It's okay. I've taken notes. I've told you, but just try next time. So,
okay.
Yeah. So if there are no, you are receiving your work, right?
I did.
Okay.
I
That's
started
okay.
working on it.
Okay. Please do quickly so that the HOD can schedule for you. Even the Mr. Bola, I don't know why I've not heard from him whether I have submitted to the HOD too. But you push you let us do. You part one dragging. I don't delay your work. It's you people that are dragging your PhD, so it is not my fault. Yeah. So we have 2 minutes more. Do we have any comments, or we can say good night to everybody now? Okay. Thank you very much, everybody that showed up. What I will do is that I will upload it to my YouTube channel, then I will just send the link to you people. Is that okay? Is that
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
So I'll send the link to the chat room, then people can go through it from there. Then we'll continue from
All right.
chapter 2 next
So
week.
much, ma'am.
Is that okay? Okay, so
Okay,
good night.
Thank you,
Good
ma'am.
night, everybody.
Good night, ma'am.
Yeah.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. God bless you.
Yeah.